Adaptation, an adaptation or adjustment, is really the overcoming of a physical obstacle in achieving an aim. Once the actor has his aim in mind and has evaluated the qualities of the person with whom he has to deal, he will think of an adaptation to execute an action which answers, "What do I do? And why do I do it?" An actor will use various adaptations. An adaptation answers the question, "How do I do it?" All three, what, why, and how. One action, aim, and adaptation are parts of the scenic task, while the action and the aim may be determined beforehand. The adaptation will depend on the partner's behavior and on other obstacles that are encountered. In life, we may know beforehand what we want to ask another person and why we want to do it. But how we do it often comes unexpectedly. Adaptations must be sought in the process of executing an action. Adaptation is an especially effective means of communion between actors on the stage. To adjust oneself to another, one must be well aware of that person's presence and personality. For example, you have an important appointment at 5 o'clock. It is 4:45, and your employer is still dictating to you in his office. The necessity for evaluating the circumstances in relation to your employer, for inventing an ingenious reason to leave and to be on time for your appointment, requires you to find an adjustment for the situation and to overcome the obstacle to your aim. Actors must adjust to one another on the stage, as people in life do when they meet. A human being's behavior depends on his relationship with people around him. This law must be the basis of every scenic action. If you talk to a stupid person, you will try to adjust to his mentality and talk in a simple way so that he can understand you. If you are with a shrewd person, you have to act cautiously and look for subtle adaptations so that he does not see through you and does not guess what you have on your mind. New conditions of life, a new atmosphere, a new place, the time of day or night, all require appropriate adaptation. People behave differently at night and during the day. In a foreign country, one adjusts oneself to local conditions. The quality and variety of adaptation are extremely important on stage. To be interesting, an adaptation must be imaginative, in good taste, strong, and sharp. Contrasting and unexpected adaptations are impressive. If, according to what is happening on stage, the audience expects an actor to scream at another actor, but instead of screaming, he speaks softly, the effect can be very strong. If such an idea comes to an actor during a performance because he realizes suddenly that he will accomplish more that way with the man with whom he is angry, it means that it has come intuitively, subconsciously at a moment of inspiration. He must not, however, repeat it during his next performance without first analyzing and understanding what made him behave in such an unexpected manner. Once he finds the reason, he may use it as the stimulus to this behavior every time he performs the same role. Adaptations should not be transformed into an aim of intentional effect on the audience, lest the truthfulness and logic of physical actions be disturbed and the actor be led to performing tricks for the spectator's amusement. Adaptations should be logical in terms of the play's given circumstances. Too much preoccupation with how before the actor knows what he is doing and why leads to superficial adaptations. When an actor fulfills truthfully a logical, concrete action, he achieves involvement of his psychophysical apparatus, his faculties function, and his inner mechanism of emotional reactions is involved. During such a creative process, he may have brilliant ideas for adaptations which will come intuitively, subconsciously, but whether the actor observes an adaptation in life which he considers characteristic of his role or receives a suggestion for one from his director, he should bring it to the stage only after he has made it his own. Improvisations. Before choosing actions, build the circumstances. 1. You want a favor of the person you meet for lunch. Try to achieve your purpose by means which would be most effective in the case. Take your time to build all the possible circumstances in which this could happen. 2. Your children will return home from school at any minute. You do not want them to notice the effect of tragic news on you. 3. You meet a man you were trying to avoid because you owe him an explanation. What will you do? Everything you imagine must be logical and concrete. Use all possible adaptations to achieve your aim. 4. Meet a person you do not know. 5. Take leave of an important person